All right, so we're back with the one and only Trey Calloway, and we're gonna have some fun with Trey real quick before we let him get ready for his debut at the Bluebird tonight. These are having fun segments. The very first one I'm gonna ask you is it's called "Did You Know?" Can you tell us something your fans may not know about you?
Oh man. Golly, something that they don't know about me. I'm pretty open book usually. I'm kind of a sci-fi nerd. My mom
Okay.
raised me to be a sci-fi nerd. I love Star Trek and Star Wars and RoboCop and
Well, you like
Terminator.
both. Usually people are
Anything.
one or the other.
No, if I had to pick between Star Wars and Star Trek, I'd pick Star Trek.
Oh,
As an
obviously you
adult,
listed that first, so I kind of
as an
figured.
adult, yeah.
Yeah.
I would say Star Wars is more for kids. Star Trek is more for adults. And I would
Right.
say when I was a kid, it was Star Wars. As an adult, Star Trek. But I love RoboCop and Terminator. Terminator is probably my favorite movie of all time.
Let's go.
Say I'm kind of a sci-fi nerd. My mom turned me into a sci-fi nerd, so
Love it.
that's
Love it.
like the thing. That's the thing we did. But so my dad made me like love fishing and camping and all that stuff and baseball and football, and then my mom turned me into a sci-fi nerd.
All right, I'm gonna hit you with one. This is called Mount Rushmore. This will be a first time for this one. Okay, so we know we're both '90s country nerds,
Yeah.
so we know that '90s was kind of the era of the country band, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So you know what I'm talking about. So
Oh, yeah.
who would be on your Mount Rushmore of '90s country bands?
Shenandoah is number one.
Okay,
Sorry, I love Diamond Rio. Diamond Rio is probably number two. Now I picked four, right?
yep,
So I say Shenandoah, Diamond Rio. I'm gonna say Restless Heart, number three.
okay. Now it gets tough.
Yeah, because I only got one more left.
Yep.
Ah man, I'm gonna say McBride the Ride.
I love it.
Because I
Let's
love Terry.
go.
Because I love Terry.
Terry is such a sweetheart, man.
Yeah, yeah.
That guy is a freaking hoot, dude. I love Terry McBride.
And if I had a fifth, one, it'd be Black Hawk.
Nice, I love it.
Yeah. So
yeah,
those
there was so
I'm
many
gonna say
good
five.
ones, man. Yeah, there was so many good ones. Just a
Cool.
couple that you missed: Confederate Railroad, Alabama.
I know, and I love so
Asleep
many
at the
of them.
Wheel. There's so many, dude. All right, next segment is called "What the Heck." So this is just rapid fire. Just tell me the first thing that hits your brain and out your mouth. All right. Number one, would you rather have to read aloud everything you read or sing everything you have to say aloud?
I'd rather have to sing everything I have to say out loud.
Okay. All right.
I mean, I do that already.
Yeah. Number two, if you
drive
could
my
go
wife
back
nuts.
and witness anything in history, what would it be?
Elvis's comeback special.
Ooh, 68. Let's go. Love that. All right. Number three. Yeah, that's goosebumps every time I watch it, dude.
Yeah.
All right. And I wasn't even around then, right? So like I wasn't without Elvis for 10 years. So I can't even imagine what that was like. Like just that dude being back. All right, number three. Let's see. Which celebrity annoys you the most?
Lately, Kanye West. He gets that guy's
There with you, dude. All right.
he's getting dunked on enough though.
All right, number four. What is the funniest thing you have ever wore?
Funniest thing ever. So I was in a play in high school, and we were doing Annie, and I was Sandy the dog, so I had to wear this full-on dog get up. It was horrible.
Okay.
It was bad.
All right, number five. This will be the last one. Why do you think McDonald's doesn't serve hot dogs?
I don't know, but they should because I love hot dogs. I didn't they at one time and they stopped.
They might have.
I think they did at one time and they stopped. They probably weren't selling.
It sucks,
honestly,
man.
it's
Just the
probably what it was. They probably
McWiener. I
stopped
want to
it.
have a McWiener.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're there with me. You know what's up.
Yeah.
All
But
right.
I do. I love McRib. I hate it every time they take it away. I'm one of the guys that loves McRibs.
Yeah, I hate that, man. Here, you can have it. No, you can't. Here, you can have it. No, you can't. It's going away forever. No, it's not. All right, next one's called One Artist. Who is one artist that you wish everybody in the world knew about, other than yourself?
Yeah, can't say me. Okay. Golly, I'm gonna say one artist I wish everybody knew about. Oh man, I want to say like one of my buddies. I want to say one of my friends. I got a buddy named Jacob Jones that I really like. That guy, he's a good guy. He and I are kind of kindred spirits when it comes to our love of music. We write songs together and stuff. Jacob's a good guy.
All right, cool. Next one's called wish list. What's on your wish list of things you still want to do?
Grand Ole Opry. That's the only one. Grand Ole Opry. I mean, honestly, I just that's the end all be all for me, man. If I play the Grand Ole Opry just once, I just want to do it one time, man.
Well, that's gonna happen, I'm pretty sure. So
I hope so.
I'm gonna have to ask you that question. I'm gonna have to ask you that question again when it happens. So
everybody keeps saying that, and I'm like, man, I'm ready.
Man, so there's just certain things that you can see that are meant to be, and that's one, I think, for sure.
Thanks, bud.
Yeah, of course. Man, what do you think is your personal best accomplishment up to this point? Doesn't have to be musical related either.
Yeah, it would be my son being born and marrying my wife, Raina. I think those are the two. Those are the two best things that's ever happened to me.
Nice. All right, next. Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying those are the two best things ever happened to me, man.
All right, next one's called Moment of Gravity. We're wrapping up here soon. So Moment of Gravity is basically you can kind of, most times in your life, you can look back and see that one part of your life that kind of changed everything for you, right? Whether it was a person or an event or a thing like a guitar or just something, but you can look back and you know that's when everything changed for you. Do you have that moment?
Absolutely. So during the pandemic, I had like pretty much kind of given up a little bit. I'd been living in Myrtle Beach and playing around there for a long time, and nothing was really happening. And so during the pandemic, I went to work for my dad, and I remember it was like I was like 100 degrees outside one day, and we were shoveling something heavy, and I was just exhausted. And I remember, like, I swear I stared up at the sun. I mean, I know it's not good for you, but I heard God talking to me, and I had really, like, I was like, screw this. I'm done with music. I'm just going to be a regular guy, and I'm going to get a regular job and get married and whatever, just be a normal guy. And I heard God talking to me, and he's like, this ain't what you're supposed to be doing. You're not doing what you're supposed to be doing right now. So what's the point? Why do I bless you with all of these songs? Why do I bless you with all of this talent if you're not going to use it? And that was it, man. I took it to heart, and I got right back into playing again. And here we are, just a few years later. So,
yeah,
but I was Boston Chris. I was close to quitting. I'm glad I didn't.
Yeah, that's that validating moment that we were talking about earlier, right?
That was it. Yeah.
Nice stuff. All right, last segment is called "Who Do You Think You Are?" So who is Trey Calloway?
When I'm dead and gone, I hope everybody that knew me remembers me as a guy who wasn't perfect, but tried really hard to get better every day. And I'm not perfect. I get angry, I get jealous. I get I get down on myself sometimes, but I always try to improve myself and try to be better. And I want the ones that love me to know that he wasn't perfect, but he tried really hard to be for us.
Yeah. Awesome stuff, man. We're in 2025 and the future is bright for Trey.
Thank you, sir.
You talked about new music on the horizon. So what can we expect for the rest of this year from you?
I'm working on a new album. So She Misses Being Mrs. was the first single off that new album. I got one coming up in just about another month and a half. We're going to be releasing singles all summer and all through the rest of the year. And then we're trying to plan a tour. That's really the next big mountain to climb is to get out on the road.
Well, man, I appreciate you being here. And so people want to follow along with you. It's TreyCallawayMusic.com. You can find all of his tour dates on here. He stays busy, very, very busy. You'll find his social medias there, which is, Facebook is Trey Calloway Music. X is Trey_Calloway, and Instagram is Trey Calloway Music as well. Trey Calloway 1 on YouTube and Trey Calloway Music on TikTok. Those are the ones listed here. So you guys can follow along with all of that. We're going to put all of that in the description down below for y'all that want to follow along. Make sure you're picking up She Misses Being Mrs. If you don't want to purchase it, you can also support the artist by just calling your radio station, the one you listen to in the car. You don't even realize it's playing, but call that radio station and demand that they get Trey Calloway in their playlist. Trey, thank you so much for being here tonight, man.
Thanks, Boston Chris. I'll talk to you soon, buddy.